and talk to you about Josh Allen because we
Right.
knew they were interested.
Right.
You gave a very honest appraisal of what you
Right.
saw. A couple years in, what are
Right.
you seeing in Josh?
I think Josh has improved pretty significantly over the last couple of years. The big question going forward with Josh will be what kind of quarterback can he become? He's clearly a big play quarterback with a big arm, great physical traits, great movement ability. The question for Josh as he goes forward is can he become more of a rhythmic ball distributor, the kind of quarterback that when it's 3rd and 6 can complete passes for 7 or 8 yards, the kinds of plays that you never see in highlights, but they help you sustain offense. They help everything about your team. Because what they do, not only do you run more plays on offense, you help your defense. Can he become that guy? He started to make strides in that regard this year, particularly with Cole Beasley. The question is, can he continue going forward in that area? And if he can, then he'll just become a very good player.
So he gets competent wide receivers, good wide receivers in Beasley and Brown compared to what he had the year before. But I'm saying is he the kind of guy that can be pulled up because of the talent around him, or does he have to step up in order to make it all better? Meaning, like, they're looking at wide receivers. Obviously, they're looking for playmakers to try to pull him up. Isn't that
right? Well, playmakers is a relative term. Cole Beasley is the kind of guy that can win on those kinds of routes that you see from slot receivers on 3rd down, choice routes, option routes, what we often call jerk routes. He can win on those routes. Then you have to deliver the ball. Those are touch and pace and precise ball placement throws. Those are the kinds of throws that Josh Allen has to master. He did a better job this year. He has to continue to improve in that area. We know he can make big throws. Although one other area that he must improve is the deep ball. He missed a lot of deep balls this year that were open and available. And if I'm not mistaken, when he had John Brown, and I forget what game that was, but it was later in the year on maybe a 35, 40-yard touchdown in the right corner of the end zone, that was his first deep ball completion of the season, and he needs to get better in that area because you can get all the receivers you want. If they get behind the defense and he overthrows them by 10 yards, it doesn't matter.
One last thing about that. Do you believe watching him, do you think it's a technique thing? Is it something, I think even the coaches have said, it almost like a golfer, like it gets in his head a little bit when he's trying to throw the deep ball.
Well, I'm a big believer in coaching and mechanics. I think for quarterbacks, repetitive mechanics are absolutely critical. And Josh is kind of a little different thrower because he has such a powerful arm, and I'm sure from the time he started playing football he had a powerful arm, and sometimes his lower body mechanics and his upper body mechanics are not in sync, and that leads to inaccuracy. So that's something that he needs to continue to work on, and I think the coaching staff needs to really harp on that. You can't just let him be and say this is what he is. You've got to make him into a repetitive mechanics quarterback so that he does not miss routine throws.